Yeah. Oh, there he is. He's
Hello.
here.
I apologize. I couldn't drag myself down there.
Not a problem. So we were just talking about your forced enslavement of the poor Malcorians. I'm going to guess they are. Yes,
They're in the
Malcorians.
middle of re-education.
Okay, in a
re-education.
Galatep-style labour camp, is this?
It's what I would call a classroom. We're schooling them in life and how hard it can sometimes be.
A classroom.
Okay.
That
I
must be the
guarantee
most
it will be
unique
of
way I've ever
benefit
heard
to
that.
the citizens of Musetti.
Yeah, interesting. Well, my first question is, there seems to be a little thing on your southern border here, a little bit of red, a little touch of red. What are your
Yes,
plans
there is.
surrounding that small blot of red on your borders there?
Well, they are our rivals, and looking at our relative power, they're actually more powerful than Cardassia at the moment. So we're certainly going to have to do something about that in the near future. As you may be able to see, I don't know how much you can see, but we're
Everything.
currently researching more powerful vessels in order to pay them a visit.
So
okay.
obviously you're bringing peace and prosperity to them, of course.
Of course, of course.
Yeah.
We needed their resources.
So basically, living up to your namesake.
Yes.
Oh, good lord, what is this? The Tellarites have just made contact.
Excellent. They're they're pretty close to you. So any concerns so far playing the Cardassia? Anything
I'm
you're
sorry,
worried
would you
about?
mind saying that again? I got some nice man talking to me.
Anything you're concerned about, worried about from other players' perspective?
I suspect I'm developing more slowly than anybody else.
We cannot
An
confirm
interesting
or deny.
observation. But yeah, the information is hard to come by these days.
Yeah. There may be bribes that can be offered later.
Another question about another small blip on your borders here. It seems there's some blue upon your northeastern borders here.
The Trill, yes. I haven't really spoken to them yet. I'm a little bit concerned because there is now a galactic alliance just been formed.
Oh, that may
Indeed,
be.
yes, the Tellarites.
And the
Tellarites
Andorians.
united Earth and the Andorians.
Coalition of Worlds.
Yeah, the Vulcans are in there as well.
It looks like the
So I do suspect that I might be in a little bit of trouble in the very near future.
it is maybe possible.
We shall see, though. We shall see.
All right. I only have one more question two more, I suppose.
Go ahead, sir.
Have you heard of the lobe-bearing Ferengis?
I've just met them, in fact. I have only just met them.
What are your thoughts on these Ferengi?
Well, I think they're magnificent, very businesslike. I hope that we can come to an agreement with them. Between the Ferengi and the Breen, I'm sure there's nothing that we can't achieve.
So you like the Breen?
Oh, very much so.
Excellent.
Interesting.
And
could be seeing a future. You're also going to have the Tholians. Obviously, they're not being played yet by a player, but are due to be played by a player soon. How do you feel about that?
If I'm correct, they're further west and slightly north of the Breen as well, if the galactic map is what I remember. So I don't think I'm going to be in any direct contact or competition initially. Yeah, we'll see what the Breen makes of it.
We'll see.
All right.
You're going to have to go exploring a little more.
And then the final question I have. There are rumors of a robot-like peoples. Have you heard anything of them? And if so,
I haven't heard
what are
anything
your...
of any cyborg or robot people as of yet.
Excellent. All right, that's all I needed to know for now.
Fortunately.
Right. Well, we'll let you get back to the Alpha Quadrant. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Gull.
Thank you very much. Would you mind poking me back into the nice room?
Oh, we can't drag you, unfortunately. It's one.
Yeah, you'll have to put yourselves up there.
Yeah. So I think I will just quickly jump and see if I can grab perhaps the Romulans down to chat with us.
Perfect.
So I will be right back.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for answering our questions, Gull.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
So hopefully Gull's going to be himself. And Lyland's here. We won't say anything yet, Lyland.
Yeah, nothing is being
Gull has
said.
disappeared.
I'm
Until Gull moves.
concerned that he's going to spy on me.
He is a spy.
He is a spy.
He's just muted himself.
He's muted himself.
That
so
next level laziness right there. That's beautiful.
So Mr. Romulans, how are we doing? How are we feeling?
It looks like you've gotten yourselves a little bit more planetary real estate there.
You know, I thought since it's a little bit quiet right now in the Beta Quadrant, I'll just try to grow a little bit.
Grow you have. There's a lot of worlds I'm seeing now. We've got obviously Garage, which you had enslaved, Romulus, Romy, Devlin.
Yep.
Eta Crucis and Alpha Chameleonis as well. So
yeah,
that's
there's
a lot.
One more I want.
There's one more you want, and it looks like you have. Oh no, there's a primitive civilization at Rayburn as well.
I just noticed the name of your science ship. Where are you, Borg?
Noticed my construction ship as well.
Where is it?
Where is this at Romulus? Is this?
Find things. Science ship name's beautiful. I love it.
The construction ship is named Borg are scary.
Yeah, Borg are. I think that answers our questions about the Borg from your perspective. Then I suppose.
Well, I mean, I have for folks on the stream. I was going to be up by the Borg and ran away.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided that Shaggo as the Borg was too frightening.
Just a bit too much to take on.
Yeah.
Obviously, Romulus start with quite a few sort of neutral pirate kind of entities out in your borders. How do you feel about that? Do you feel that's going to hinder your progress in terms of clearing out your worlds, or are you not too worried about that?
So at the moment, I've yet to find one.
They're out there, believe me.
I mean, I assume they are.
They are out.
The overlords, I'm sure you can see, but so far I think I've just had one pop in the last, probably while I've been talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the first one.
You have some interesting people just exploring your systems as well, I know. So, what are your plans for sort of expansion? So just heading south and sort of towards the Flaxians and the Zakdorn?
I'm mostly heading southeast because I had a bunch of stuff there. My current plan is really southeast and northeast, more than anything, but we'll see what pops. And try not to get too riled up with the the 13 people that are in Alpha Quadrant or whatever.
Yes,
Alpha is going to be very interesting.
So I'm looking at these pirates we were just talking about. You seem to have a little problem with them currently at this very moment.
I have a fleet moving that is 4 times their size, so I might lose something in the process. But
perfect.
So we can see our first bit of combat here. The station at Eta Crucis 2 is getting shot with missiles at the moment.
That beautiful red trail that they've got going here.
Yeah, lovely.
Where is the Romulan Defense Force? That's what the people will be asking.
The people will be happy to know that if you pay attention to the Bellic node.
Yes, there it is. 16 ships coming in from Romulus. Will they catch them in time, though? That's the real question.
Almost certainly no. Pirates are fast.
But while you are doing that, how about we talk about your neighboring friends and enemies? Who is your greatest threat, do you believe?
I'm worried about a unified federation in some way. That's my biggest concern right now. I think we've got a little bit of buffer to the Borg with a couple NPC races, so that's not too worrisome.
Indeed, you do.
And to my southeast, I've been nice with the Husnock so far, so we'll see.
Okay.
They'll be the ones we bring in. Possibly have a future threat in the south as well when a-spec joins the stream later as the Klingons. How are you feeling about the Klingons?
I was really hoping to talk to a-spec before this and see if we couldn't negotiate one of a quiet peace, a neutral zone, if you will.
Yeah.
Because he's scary. He's quite good. He's quite a good player, and I've watched some of his stuff, and I was a little bit worried about that.
Indeed. Okay, so we'll have to see if the AI give him territory before you guys steal it all. So, any other questions, Kaido, for the Romulans?
All I need to say is long live the Romulan Star Empire.
Thank you very much. We'll do our best and we'll kill some people along the way. It'll be fun.
Excellent.
Thank you for joining us, Lennon.
Will you
Cheers,
please
guys.
send Spike down?
I will do that momentarily.
We gotta get everybody from the Beta Quadrant.
Romulan fleet is just engaging these pirates now. Actually,
They just they just got the
there goes
Epsilon
the green.
Pavonus. Oh, they are mauling them. Beautiful, beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah, the Borg have
green.
expanded, by the way. If you want to take a look
I
up
can
there.
see that as well. I've just seen that. That's interesting.
Yeah. Oh, here's Spike.
Hello,
Here he is.
Spike. How you doing, Spike?
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Quiet. Let's turn you up. Yeah,
let's just turn you up a little bit.
yeah,
'cause
you're pretty quiet. Yeah.
We've got to get your volume up a little bit so people can hear your lovely voice.
All right. So the Husnock Remnant. Tell us a little bit about yourself so far.
I'm not very good at this stuff, but not so much right now. Like, at the moment, I prohibited slavery, so I don't really care much for slavery.
Yeah, slavery. It's one of those things. You either like it or you don't. It's not really an in-between kind of issue, is it?
No.
So, you start off relatively, I would say, isolated. Here at the back end of the Beta Quadrant here. But you do have some big players in your quadrant. What are your intentions with the Romulans and the Klingons?
Right now, I'll just be friends with the Romulans and Klingons until find out what their intentions are, at least.
So, friendly until otherwise, I suppose. Friendly until otherwise. Beautiful.
So you won't strike the first blow, but you'll definitely strike back should you be struck. Right. Excellent. And I mean, you start with some good planets. Hus is a fully available planet. It's quite nice. I take it you cleared. There must have been some tile blockers. You must have cleared on that as well.
I think those were already cleared when I got it.
All right, so it's already cleared. Interesting.
A very big, nice, tasty planet for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the other planets that have the Nerjal, Denali, and Bryn that have blocks that have to clean out. But yeah.
Okay, but I mean, you've got nice new colonies. We've got Viridian being colony. So just expand a bit. Concerned, obviously, you're near the Morali as well. Any plans for the Morali?
Right now, I'm building a deep space station in the Khan system, just south of Morali, and at some point, I plan on taking their homeworld from them to cripple them.
Nice.
So getting rid of them immediately.
Towards Morali.
Well, we'll have to keep an eye on that one.
Yeah, right now the Morali looks like they are trying to. They're trying to build a frontier. Oh, actually, they're not building a frontier outpost. They're building a frontier outpost somewhere else, but yeah.
But it looks like you'll get there first.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right.
So we will let you get back then, Phoenix. Thank you for joining us quickly.
Yeah, no problem.
Much appreciated, friend. I think our next interview targets will have to be. I think we're gonna go to the Delta Quadrant and maybe pick on the Vaudois.
I think I'm just impressed. Before we grab them in, the Vaudois have just massively expanded.
Yeah, look at all of that.
They are literally. Horath has got a number of worlds. He's got.
I know he has a number of fans in my chat here. Hi everybody who are here to see Horath succeed.
Yes. Quite a few. Oh, interestingly, there's a mega structure at Nakan as well.
Yeah, what is that mega structure?
What is going on there? It's a ruined sentry array.
Ah, so he'll be able to see everyone. That's what he'll be able to see. So he'll never be surprised by the Borg.
Yeah. So he should.
Although transwarp conduits later on, he might actually still be surprised. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll wait and see. But that is interesting.
You know, that's the one mega structure I've never built. Team Horath. What's going on, guys? Thank you for coming.
So should we grab? Do you want me to pop up and grab Horath and see if we can?
Yeah, let's bring him down here. let's bring Horath into here and talk about all of this rapid expansion he's been doing, and whether or not he fears the Borg. That would be an interesting question to ask him. And then we'll talk to the other Delta Quadrant peoples. We're gonna want to talk to the Borg at some point, and then also we got Talaxians being played as well. So we'll want to see what their plans are, whether or not they just want to be a smaller nation or not.
He's been down in a second. He's making an important choice.
An
That's what he just said to
important
me.
choice. That
An
important
important
choice will be to come and talk to us or not.
Absolutely. Whether
Yeah,
to deal with is.
That is the most
I
important
think
choice.
for the next stream, we should ask if we could have temporary access to drag people, so it'll be a bit easier.
If you look a little bit north of his space, he has another megastructure there, the ruined ring.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does at Cofield.
So
hello.
I think hello. There we are.
Hello. So Vardwa expansion extreme, doing very well so far. It seems.
Yeah.
Gotta do what I can.
So obviously you've picked up a mega structure as well, which I noticed in your spec.
I think Shaggo said that we can't use them. We have them, but we can't use them. So.
It's a shame. That's a shame.
Do they just not work?
You can. I mean, they're in your space, but you can't get the tech because it doesn't fit with the theme of the mod.
Well, that's a shame.
That is a shame.
I actually got two of them. I got one in the north, one in the south. Sentry Array and the Destroyed Ring World. It would have been really nice if this was a vanilla game.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, really good start. That.
Oh well, that's a shame.
How are you feeling about the Vardwa so far at the moment in your area of space?
I think they're pretty powerful. They don't have.
He went silent on us.
I probably got to expand my fleet to take one of my neighbors, the one in the north.
Right, Tavor.
Yeah, they gotta go at some point, just to get rid of them. Yeah, I'm actually okay. I'm okay. I'm happy with how things are going so far.
And you've got the Norcadians and the Brunel.
Yeah, hopefully I can eat all of these guys.
Yeah. So you're going to try and consume those. You are obviously staggeringly close to the Borg Collective as well. How are you feeling about that?
Not too happy. I'm just going to hope that my diplomacy skills get me through.
You are hoping to conduct diplomacy with the Borg?
The Borg? Do you not know diplomacy is irrelevant, Horath?
We'll
see how irrelevant is futile.
It is.
Yeah. And I know that you also have, I believe there's someone else in the Delta Quadrant, the Talaxians, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. He chose those guys by mistake. I hope he doesn't pay too dearly for it, because I don't think the Talaxians are all that strong.
No.
So you also have in your sector you've got to the south you have the Lyridians as well. Consume them.
Those guys need to be eaten. Oh man, and they just settled that Savannah planet that I probably wasn't going to get in any way.
So as somebody just pointed out in the chat here, your version of diplomacy is probably the diplomacy of guns, yeah?
Yeah,
that's how you'll conduct diplomacy.
Let's see if I can't sweet talk the Borg. We'll see how it goes.
Well, I'll be interested to see if that works or not. So keep us in the loop on that.
Yeah, you can join anytime. Our chat is rather quiet in the Gamma Quadrant because everyone's busy.
Everyone's focusing. Okay, well, thank you for joining us, Haref. I think that's it for my questions.
Yeah, I don't have much more at this point. We answered the big major one, which was how are you going to deal with the Borg? And that is diplomacy in either of its forms.
Yeah, very friendly diplomacy with guns.
Excellent.
Oh, I got another primitive civilization over here. Two, in fact, to the west. Do you see them in Camarine and Alejandro?
Yeah.
That could not have gone better. I can't settle those planets to the north. They're all red to me. That's good.
So you've got more people you can conquer. So good, strong start for the Vardwa.
Yep. And you have a lot of fans in the Q Continuum here, by the sounds of it. So Team Horath, they say.
You like slaving despots? That's good.
As a Q, I must remain neutral, but there are others, you know.
we're just trying our best to be, you know, impartial.
Yeah.
But,
impartial to you, really.
Yeah, absolutely. But if you could kill the Borg, that would make us most
Yeah,
happy.
yeah. We don't really like the Borg. They're not fun.
Yeah. We're gonna spoil our games
Okay.
later on.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, thank you for chatting with us.
Thanks for having me on.
Maybe send down Shaggo. I want to talk to the Borg.
Yeah, I think we should talk to the Borg.
I tell him.
Thank you.
Thank you, Haref.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Mind Cozy says in my chat, cowboy diplomacy.
Yeah, cowboy diplomacy is what it's all about. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be interesting to get a Borg perspective here.
It would be indeed. It would be indeed.
Have you seen how quickly they're moving south here as well?
Yeah. The Shellyak have expanded again as well. It's interesting.
Let's see. Oh yeah, they've thrown another frontier outpost out.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see. They've also colonized grooms as well to link them all together there. So it looks like they. Yeah, here we go. Here's Shaggo. Hi, Shaggo.
Hi guys.
Turn your volume up a little bit here. So the Borg, the hated and feared Borg. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I don't know why people hate me really. I mean, I haven't seen many species yet.
I think
only
it's
inferior ones.
I think it's those eyepieces. I think they're mistrusting of eyepieces really.
Yeah.
Well, they underestimate the advantages. So
maybe you'll show them.
We will teach them to learn.
So, as the Borg, you have a lot of interesting choices to make at the beginning of just how you're going to spread the big green blob across the galaxy. How are you intending to do it? What is your future plans for the Borg?
Well, the future plan is, of course, to assimilate the galaxy. And,
okay, yeah, that's a good long goal.
Long-term goal. For the meantime, well, we kind of went to add some biological mass to the collective. Like, yeah, it didn't add much, but at least a bit border generation. So we can
excellent.
We can push southwards.
I can see you've taken both Liv here. It's at Park Key Torp.
Yeah, unfortunately, those were really primitive species, so
added nothing to collective.
They didn't add much to the collective, but yeah, we mainly took them because of the strategic locations of their planets. So that was the main intention there.
Frontier outpost at Tamarau as well, just to sort of secure your northern borders.
Well, enemies can still fly through them, so but it's more to get all the resources there.
Yeah.
See.
So we gather as much resources as we can, and yeah.
So obviously starting very close to the Krenim. Any concerns about the Krenim? Obviously they've been run by AI today.
Not at all. Not at all. They're an inferior species, so that's no concern.
So speaking of inferior species, you must have looked over to the other arm of the galaxy there at the Void War Supremacy by now, surely.
Well, I haven't. So I'm really trying to exploit my near neighbors, and then see where we go. So I haven't done like much long range surveys yet. We didn't see the need yet. It's going quite well. So
okay,
yeah, we will deal with the local stuff first.
Excellent.
Question for you: can the Borg colonize other worlds? I haven't been able to get them to just assimilate others. That's from Azeron.
Oh no, the Borg can't colonize, so we can only assimilate, or we can harvest colonies. So if they are not worth to the collective, we will just harvest the colonies and maybe drag some of their pops to our unicomplexes.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Perfect. I think Azeron, if you look back in GB Gaming as well, there is a video where we interview about the Borg in particular, and there's quite a
Yeah.
good run up to how to play the Borg, which is focusing really on your unicomplexes, which is what Shaggo I can see is already doing. He's upgrading all kinds of station generators, it seems, at the moment to tier 2.
Oh yes, we're
Yeah.
advancing pretty good technologically, and that's going really good. And I'm looking forward to at the next species. I'm not entirely sure who it will be, but yeah, if you
Well,
take
we'll
a close
definitely
look,
be
you'll find out soon.
we'll definitely be keeping a close eye on the Borg's expansion.
Especially, I can see you have a sphere, so very exciting.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very
Things get
scary.
started.
All right. Shall we have the Talaxians come down and talk to us?
I think that would be a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Shaggo,
Of
could you
course,
please
all right.
invite
Cross.
Cross? There we go.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, I need to update my list here.
Has been a pleasure, and don't provoke the Borg.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Later, guys.
Later, Shaggo.
Bye.
Don't provoke the ball. We'll provoke the ball because
We're gonna provoke whoever we want. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah,
absolutely.
Levison, it's a figure of speech. Send down the next player is we're in Discord and having them come down to our channel here. Borg are pretty overpowered, yes, but they do have significant weaknesses as well. They have no shields, which means
None.
yeah, people can take advantage of that. And here is Cross. Hello, Cross.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for coming.
Thanks a lot.
So Talaxian wasn't going to be your first choice, correct?
Well, no, no. This was an accident. Actually, I had a guy from them couldn't come today, and I was like the reserve for him.
Right.
And I misunderstood the fraction he told me to take.
So what did you mean to take? I think that's the first question.
Yeah.
It was Tholian.
Oh, you're going to be the Tholians, right? Okay.
Yeah, right. And then I took Talaxian on a very, very different view.
A very tough choice. I can tell you that Folia is doing okay without you, though. So there's some good news at least. So yes, you're in a bit of a difficult situation. What is your game plan? What's the next steps for Talaxia?
Yeah, my game plan was in the beginning to wait. Well, of course, to wait to just see what's going on there, and to now more or less survive. I would say is I'm trying to stay cool with everybody, and well,
be friends with the VOF, which are significantly large, but.
Yeah, right. The fourth is very big, and I don't see much chance in this game. But I'm gonna see how far I can come.
Give it your best shot. That's the only way you can do this.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Absolutely. Right. Well, thank you for joining us, Cross. We'll let you get back to the Delta Quadrant and the Talaxian Empire, or
good luck.
Commonality, as it's called.
Yes. Good luck, friend.
All right. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Bye,
Thanks.
Scott. Have a nice eve.
You too. So,
I think we need to be looking at the Gamma Quadrant now.
I do. I'm just going to pop before we go further. Let's just have a look at what's happening down in Alpha, because I think we've got to keep an eye on
they've got a
Alpha.
lot of stuff going on there. It looks like the Breen, the Ferengi, and the Cardassians are all in a coalition.
Member of the Alpha Quad Posse, so that's interesting.
I have a question from Levison. When players are talking with you, can they also see the screen as we can see the entire galaxy? No, they only hear us. They're not seeing things that we see. They shouldn't be in here looking at the screen, but you know, whatever.
So that's pretty amazing that they formed a coalition.
Yeah, so
that makes them equal to the kind of, well, I'd say some ways bigger than the United Earth Coalition.
Yeah, but they have a lot more potential as well if you're careful about it. The Cardassians have all of the space to the south, and then they can go up that outside ring right there. They just have to worry about the Tholians, which are not player controlled, so they can't be deliberately cut off.
Yeah, and I would think that the Sheliak and Grinzel himself must be feeling a little bit of a sweat forming on his brow right now.
Yeah,
with having two major alliances.
There's a little bit of a
very
squeeze
close
going on. Grinzel is a
Yeah.
viewer, isn't he also a player? He is, and so is quite a few people, but they may just be here to support the stream.